right, so let's go ahead and now set up the iPhone 17 Pro and take a look at the setup process for this phone. So let's go ahead and slide up. We want to go English, United States. From here, we can kind of change the appearance to be default, medium, or large. And basically what this does is it changes the overall text size of the operating system for those that need that. We have quickly set up, which is if you're wanting to immediately set up and transfer your old phone to your new phone, that's the location that you can do that from here. But in this case, I'm not doing that. So we're going to set up without another device. Okay, Wi-Fi, we got to type in the passcode for that. There we go. So we're joining the Wi-Fi network now. Since this phone will not have a cellular plan on it immediately, it'll have to be activated through Wi-Fi to start out. And hopefully the activation goes through, because sometimes this process can either fail or get stuck and take a very long time to go through due to usually the launch of an iPhone kind of taxes the Apple servers. Then we have software update, and this is where we can either update the phone now, since it appears there is a brand new update available, or we can update later. In this case, time-wise, I'm just going to do update later. Then we have privacy and data transparency. Okay, we know about that. This is something new with iOS 26. So age range, it basically asks you for your age range to allow the system to be tailored towards who is going to be using this particular iPhone. So if you're going to be setting it up for a child that's obviously 12 years or younger, you'd want to hit that, and then it'll put some parental controls in place automatically for that child. However, if you're an adult like me, you hit the adult option there, and it just sets the phone up like normal. Then we have Face ID. I'm not going to set that up now, but you could do that here if you would like. Same thing with passcode. I am not going to do that at the moment, but you do have the option to add that here. Then we have the typical section to transfer your apps and data. If you have an iCloud backup or a backup on your computer, you can restore that data from here or from an Android device if you're transferring over from that. In this case, we're not transferring anything, and we're also not going to be adding an Apple account in this case for now, so don't use. And we have to agree to the terms and conditions. And then we have the automatic updates for the phone. So you want to either download automatically or have it auto update your phone every night when you have it plugged in. I don't particularly like to have auto updates turned on, so I'm going to do only download automatically. iMessage and FaceTime. Since I don't have Apple account logged in, I'm not going to be able to do that for now. Location, that's fine to turn on. This is where you transfer your cellular plan. Again, I don't have a cellular plan that I'm going to be transferring at this point in time, so I'm going to go ahead and set up later. Skip eSIM setup, yes. Screen time, we can check our metrics for that, so yes, continue. iPhone analytics, I don't typically like to share that. Then we have dark mode and light mode. We can just do that from here. Dark, light, auto, or dark. You can see there it changes. However, we're just going to leave it light for now for video reasons. And then Apple Intelligence. It now actually gives you the option to set up Apple Intelligence, where I remember back in iOS 18.3, Apple actually turned Apple Intelligence on by default and did not tell anybody about that. So this is, I think, a reversion of that. So now they're giving you the option to turn it on and set it up, or you can leave it off and set it up later. So in the case of this, I'm going to leave it off for now, but we'll probably turn it on later to do some testing. Then we have camera control, which is a new thing as of last year with the iPhone 16 series. So we can turn that on and off and adjust that from here, and to get an idea on how it works, you can continue. Overview on the action button for those that may not already know how to do that. We can also obviously customize. You have a whole bunch of different options you can slide through to customize that action button, which is pretty handy. So we can do that. Siri, set it up later. Emergency SOS, that's something to keep note of. And then continue. And just like that, we are now on to the get started screen. So this is actually probably one of the most longest iPhone setup screens that I've actually gone through in the last several iOS versions. So yeah, they've added quite a bit more options to choose from here. And there we go. So now we're on the home screen for the iPhone 17 Pro. And this is also running iOS 26 with the new liquid glass interface, as we can obviously tell by the new home screen icons. And then obviously we can check out the new liquid glass interface here with the control center and the user interface. The buttons and everything have that little bit of a glass look to it. So pretty cool. So yeah, that's it for the setup process. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button, and I'll see y'all in the next one.